So let us put a name to the ingredients I listed out last week and see how we'll go from here. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So last week I shared with you all the guidelines of how to start a basic skincare routine. We talked about ingredients to look out for in acne treatment, hyperpigmentation, and how sunscreen is very important in your skincare journey. This week I wanted to recommend the products that you can use to start your basic skincare routine, acne treatments, hyperpigmentation treatments, and sunscreen recommendations as well. So let's put a name to some of the ingredients that we mentioned last week, and let's kickstart our journey from here. So for a basic skincare routine, all you're looking out for is your gentle cleanser, your moisturizer, and your sunscreen. Now for your basic gentle cleansers, a lot of people might argue otherwise, but for me, I usually just like to go for the very basic cleansers, okay, because this is a wash off product. It doesn't have any active ingredients in it. By active ingredients, I mean ingredients to treat whatever skin concern that you have. So this is just a basic cleanser to just cleanse your skin, take off dirt, take off grime for the day, and that's about it. So I would recommend to just splurge on something that is affordable, that you can be able to repurchase, you know, because this is something that you might use much more frequently. Okay, so for basic cleansers, you can look at the simple washes. They have a lot of ranges to look out for. You can also try the CeraVe products as well. I like their products because they are huge, so you can just save up a little on it and then it lasts a long time. You can also look out for face facts. I have not tried this personally, but I hear they are also as good as the CeraVe brand, just cheaper. So you can also look out for these products for a basic gentle cleanser. Now for a moisturizer, before now I would say, oh, just go for any of the simple brand moisturizer. It is not bad at all. It is not bad to start with, but because this year is all about a minimal routine, and a minimal routine doesn't mean just buying one or two products here and there. A minimal routine for me would be, you know, sticking to products that really work for you. So instead of just sticking to a basic moisturizer that just moisturizes your skin, I would recommend to look out for moisturizers that contain, you know, ceramide, fatty acid, you know, moisturizers that not only moisturizes your skin but give that skin strengthening what will I put it now, that will just provide your skin with extra strength and barrier protection. Okay, so you can look out for moisturizers like this. I currently like this one from Dr. Sirocco. It's an amazing moisturizer. This one from Ileon is a very good moisturizer. The oily skin girlies like this cleanse moisturizer a lot. It's the Eccentric green tea emulsion. Yeah, they like this one a lot, so you can look out for that as well. The Cosrx oil-free moisturizer, oily skin girlies rave about this, so you can try that as well. So instead of moving on to sunscreen, I want to leave sunscreen for last. Let's go to acne treatments. Now for acne treatments, we mentioned salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, adapalene, retinoids as well for your acne treatments. Now for salicylic acid, they have the toners, they have the wash off forms. Preferably for me, because over time I've realized what works for me, so the wash off forms usually work for me. I love this one from Uncover. So in case you just need to just wash your face with an active cleanser containing this ingredient, salicylic acid, Uncover, this is a Nigerian brand, and this is an amazing 0.5% salicylic acid. It is very gentle for your skin, and you can use this every day. That is as soon as you progress in your skincare routine. So as always, you start gentle, once a week, twice a week, and then you move up and see how that works for your skin. I also like this one from, what do they call it, Cosrx. It also has a 0.5% as well, which is a very gentle formulation. Now with skincare routine, the higher doesn't mean it's better. When it's higher, you're very prone to irritations, which is something that you want to avoid in the long term when it comes to your skincare routine, okay? Because sometimes, especially on darker skin, irritations means you're exposing your skin to hyperpigmentation, and hyperpigmentation is a lot to treat. I'm still treating mine, so we don't want any irritations to our skin. So a gentle formulation is very okay to start with. Just see how you can increase dosage, not increase dosage, but increase use over time. So these two washes I really love. I recommend them. You can also try CeraVe. CeraVe also has a 2% salicylic acid foaming cleanser, which is perfect for very oily skin. There's the glycol wash from formerly Skin Science, but they are now Beauty Hot, if I'm correct, on Instagram. You can check them out. They have a glycol one. Now this glycol is a combination of a salicylic acid and a glycolic acid to help unclog your pores, texture. It's just an amazing cleanser. I really recommend this one. This one you can start 2 to 3 times weekly and then see how that works for you over time, if you need to increase or just need to maintain that particular usage. Yeah. Now you can also try out, I think we mentioned adapalene, differin, retinols. They are very gentle beginner retinols that you can also try in the treatment of your acne. I think I also mentioned prescription strength, but this is prescribed by a skincare professional. You don't just go off to buy prescription strength medications, especially if it's not recommended to you, because your skin concern is different from mine. Okay, I might be using tretinoin, doesn't mean you need tretinoin, because why? Your skin concern is different from mine. My acne level, either mild, moderate, medium, is different from yours. So something as basic as probably a salicylic acid treatment used daily can be sufficient enough to tackle your acne. Someone like me might need to upgrade to maybe a 2%, maybe slap on a benzoyl peroxide as well to help manage my acne. So it's very different. Skincare is personal for everybody, and you should be able to use products that are suitable and work for your skin according to your skin concerns, if that makes sense. So I think in acne treatments, I also mentioned benzoyl peroxide. This one for Panoxyl is a very good one. They have the 4% and the 10%. Like I mentioned earlier, start with a low strength. Okay, 4% is a very beginner level choice to start with, and then you can see how that works for you over time, okay, before you move up to a higher percentage, which often for me is not always advisable, because I feel like it's best to be on a low percentage and work up to daily use, rather than a 10% and then you're just using it once or twice weekly in between the mix, and then putting your skin at risk of irritation. So let's talk about hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmentation is a lot harder to treat, so you need to look out for ingredients that can target the root cause, starting with your acne, because firstly, for some of us, acne is the root cause of hyperpigmentation. So after targeting your acne, then you look at treating the post-acne scars, which is the hyperpigmentation that has been left behind. So for the hyperpigmentation treatment, usually in my morning routines, I would say, okay, before now, have an antioxidant, then you have your treatment. But because, like I mentioned, I'm on a minimal routine this year, I want to make sure that I'm keeping my routine very simple, but still having ingredients and products that target my skin concerns. I would say, instead of getting an antioxidant for your morning routine, get products that contain antioxidants. So instead of just an antioxidant based serum, look out for a serum or a treatment that contains your antioxidants and then ingredients to treat hyperpigmentation. I love this one from Faded. It has a lot of cocktails of products, of ingredients rather, that target hyperpigmentation. This one from Bright and Clear is also a fantastic one. I've seen good reviews on that. So it's a cheaper version of like the Faded. So you can also check that out. There's also this new one. I'll put it up here. I can't really remember the name now. So, but this is a new one, and I've been seeing so many good reviews on this. So these are products that you can check out for hyperpigmentation. So instead of buying like multiple treatments here and there, you can look out for one that contains a cocktail of ingredients and then use that in your routine. Now, we also mentioned prescription strength tretinoin, azelaic acid. Azelaic acid also works for pigmentation. There's a 5%, I think, a 10%, 20% is at prescription strength. So if you want to get 20%, you make sure that this is recommended to you. Azelaic acid is a powerful treatment for your acne, inflammation, and hyperpigmentation as well. Tretinoin also can also help with your hyperpigmentation, but this is prescription based. You can get retinol, over the counter retinol, like I mentioned in the acne treatment. It can also work for your hyperpigmentation and texture as well. And hydroquinone is like the queen of queens and the king of kings. So but that is also prescription based, and because your hyperpigmentation level might not be as deep as mine, so you might not need it. A basic ones like your azelaic acid, a cocktail of hyperpigmentation treatment can just help to work for you, rather than using an hydroquinone, which is prescription based. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Now for sunscreens with no white cast, there are a few here. I'm just going to drop them right here that you can look out for with no white cast. Sunscreen is very important. You also need to learn to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours. When they say every 2 hours, it doesn't mean that the one you've applied 2 hours ago are faded. No, but because wear and tear happens in life, sweat, you might be cooking, all of that has shifted. Maybe one side that you applied, you've wiped your face, all of that needs reapplication. And especially when you're dealing with hyperpigmentation, you want to continually make sure that you're protecting your skin, and it also helps over time for your hyperpigmentation marks as well. So I hope I'm able to cover everything. There are so many things I have in my head while I was practicing before. Like 2 days on what I was going to say 2 days ago, I had so many things in my head to say, but now that I'm in front of the camera, it's like what am I going to say? But if you have any questions for me at all, maybe some things I did not list out in this video, because I really love short videos, so I want to make my videos as concise as just hit the nail on the head, as simple as possible. So if you have any questions for me, I would gladly answer in the comment section. Leave a comment for me and I'll be glad to answer. If you are an old subscriber, thank you for returning. And if you're a new viewer here, I talk about everything self-care through skincare, lifestyle, wellness, fitness, healthy living, all of that good stuff. So if you want to go on this journey with me, kindly hit the subscribe button and let's go on this ride together. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I had to take my time to really do this video, maybe not as much as I would have wanted to, because I feel like I'm missing a little bit here and there, but just drop your questions for me and I would gladly answer. Till we meet again next week. Bye.